Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lee. I am a professional home organizer. I own a company called Neat South Africa, and I just wanted to share some home organizing tips and tricks and stuff that I've learned over the years, well, the last year that I've been doing it, and just other general home things. So like today, because of lockdown, we don't get to do much organizing. We are going to be doing donuts. Yay, let's get to it.
Okay, let's get started. I started with 2 cups of flour, and that went into a nice big bowl with 3 tablespoons of sugar, normal granulated white sugar, and I cut open 1 full bag of instant yeast, and I put that into the bowl. And what I did was I just mixed everything together. Once everything is nicely incorporated, I add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence into the mixture, and I add 3 egg yolks. So I drained all the egg white off, and the milk has been slightly heated. That was 1 cup of milk slightly heated to activate the yeast. And what I did was I carried on mixing everything until it was smooth, and I also used the kneading attachment on my mixer. So for some mixers it would be a paddle mix, the paddle. Once my mixture is all nice and smooth, I add in, I think it was 4 tablespoons of butter. That's what I added in, and it's at room temperature. And then I added in 1/3 of a cup of flour. So added in extra flour. And then I carried on mixing until everything was incorporated and all nice and smooth. As you can see, it takes a while for everything to come together and to form a nice dough. but once everything is nicely together, all you have to do is cover the bowl with cling wrap and let it sit in a place where there's no draft and no wind, so that the yeast can rise, and hopefully it rises to double the portion of what it is. Our dough has been sitting for an hour. Let's see how nicely it's rised. Okay, so what we do is we take our cling wrap off. It was a bit sticky. I should have floured the top so that it didn't stick to the cling wrap. But we live and learn. So I threw the cling wrap away and we get to start rolling our dough. So sprinkle some flour on your surface where you're going to roll your dough. And I did also see that if it's not floured properly, it definitely does stick to the surface. So please make sure that it's floured nicely. On the side, you can also see that I've got 2 baking trays that I have floured. That's to put the donuts and the donut holes on once you have cut them out. So you get all your dough nicely onto the work surface. It's a very sticky dough, so it was sticking to my hands. And now we get to cut out the donuts. So you get a cookie cutter or a glass. They both work. Make sure that it's nicely floured, otherwise it definitely sticks to the dough. And you cut out as many donuts as the dough will allow. So once you have made your first ring, you take a smaller glass or cookie cutter. That one was not the right size, so I needed to quickly try to find something that that would be the right size so that my donuts were not super duper thin. And luckily I did find something that was the right size. The best size cookie cutter is a 3.5 inch for the big one and a 1.5 inch for the smaller one. But there we go. And we cut them all out, and you'll see we lay them on the tray. now need to be left for 15 minutes or 20 minutes to rise again. So while that is busy rising, I am going to make a quick chocolate ganache to go over our lovely donuts. So I add my cream. I do it like this so that the cream doesn't boil. It's called a double boiler. So in the bottom pot I just put some water and then place a bowl with my cream in. For the donut holes, I'm going to make cinnamon sugar just to change it up and have a different flavor. So I added a bit of sugar, take my cinnamon, and then just mix it all together. Simple as that. What I did was I just put that to the side, so when the donuts have come out of the oil, they can just go straight in there. I already had some spare cinnamon sugar, so I just added that all together in the same bowl while the cream was still boiling. So once our cream has come to the boil, we add in chocolate. I like dark chocolate so that it's not such a sweet ganache. Once I've got that open, I just keep stirring my cream. Otherwise it tends to get like a film over. I'm not sure if you've ever noticed that with cream or your milk. And then what I did was I got my little scale out and I just weighed off 100 grams of chocolate. And then once the cream comes to the boil, I will add the chocolate into the cream and it will melt. While I'm waiting for that cream to boil, I'm going to heat up just some plain sunflower oil. I'm not going to put too much. I'm using a very, very deep pot. You want to put some in the bowl just so that there's enough to cover about half of your donut with the oil, and I just let that heat up. frying some doughnuts. Just a word of warning, these doughnuts fry super quickly. I did have my stove on very high in the beginning just to get the oil hot, but you have to flip them really, really quickly, otherwise they get very, very dark. So once they've all come out and they've been on the drying rack, they cool a bit, I took the donut holes and I tossed those in the cinnamon sugar. Yummy, yummy. And once those are all tossed nicely in the cinnamon sugar, it is time to glaze our donuts in our chocolate ganache. There's quite a bit of chocolate ganache, so you could actually double dip them if you want to, which is definitely what I did. Double dip them in all that good chocolate. Yummy, yummy. I feel like I'm saying that a lot today, but these are so good, guys. And this is what our final product looked like. Yummy, yummy donuts. And those were so good. Oh my word.
Here comes my dog. So we are done making the donuts. No, she can smell the donuts on my breath. Come sit. Sit, talk to the people on YouTube. Come sit, Nana. Stop it. Sit. I must be honest, guys, that took a lot longer than what I thought to make donuts, but it was so much fun, and we've eaten some of them already, and they were so good. So I will link, or I will put the recipe in the little description box below, and please subscribe so you can see some more of our videos. Thanks guys, bye!